Some turmoil threatens their roster in the early season. A challenge has been made for a top spot on the depth chart. Competition breeds success, but coaches will decide how far the competition goes.
Get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Hurts fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
It really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show it.
First down.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, I know it doesn't show up as a whole lot of return yards on the stat sheet. That's big time. Every single yard is a bonus, setting your offense up for success, and most importantly, taking the ball away and getting off the field defensively.
New York taking over once again. The offense head.
The separation between a productive lineman and a true star isn't much. When a player takes a step towards stardom, coaches step in to drive him the rest of the way.
Yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their
First down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw. Here's Nix. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now here's Prescott. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
That's throwing again. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it up. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next run. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4.
The intimidators at the center of a defense. Linebackers are the leaders who drive their teammates every snap. One of their players has already shown he's ready for that type of role.
Play action now. It's next. Oh, that one's pinballing around, and it's hauled in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. In motion here is Jennings. Throwing on second down is Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Max Crosby. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed...
They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups early in the season, but there is hope. One of their coaches has found what they think is a key weakness. The decision now, how exactly to exploit it.
It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Abdul Carter in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
You can tell the quarterback...
And a shotgun. It's Dart. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, New York. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a...
So a road win here for the Giants. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the New York Giants. And this is Jackson Dart. He delivers a big play here, 40 yards on the touchdown pass. The Giants improve to 6-0. They keep rolling with another victory. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's Khalil Mullins. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Titans win their second straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs hosting the LA Rams. And it's the Rams quarterback. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Rams win their fourth straight as they get the victory here. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback.
Throwing again. Prescott. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now. But that's still a win for this defense.
Prescott now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Artistry on display. Hi everyone, I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Cowboys. And this is Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll take it all the way. 25 yards for the touchdown. The Giants improve their mark to 7-0 as they get the win. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's Cam Ward. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Titans win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And it's the dangerous Justin Fields. Can't find an open receiver, so he tucks it, and he's gonna go, and go, and go! The Saints win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
Two months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here, it's the Giants' defense making a statement. The ball's out, it's scooped up, and they're gonna return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Giants just keep on rolling. They are now 8-0 as they get the win. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is Xavier Worthy. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chiefs get their 6th victory as this win moves them to 6-2 on the season. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And it's the veteran, T.J. Hawkinson. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Vikings get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando. Halfway home. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for week number 9. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucs at home to take on the New York Giants. And it's Jackson Dart. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Giants remain undefeated. They are now 9-0 with yet another victory. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Bo Nix. He'll decide to scramble here, and that's the right call. He's in from 9 yards out. The Seahawks finish off the first half of the season with a victory to move them to 5-4 on the season. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And here comes Derrick Henry. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. So that'll do it for us and for the first half of the NFL's regular season. It's going fast. Until next week.
Interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year. Field payoff. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half.
The playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And here comes Derrick Henry. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. From there, let's look in on the Battle of Los Angeles. Chargers and Rams from SoFi Stadium. And it's the former first-round pick, Quentin Johnston. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Chargers are back to within a game of 500. They move to 5-6 with the win. one last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the lefty, Michael Penix, 12 yards on the touchdown. The Falcons find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Tackle and drops him for a loss.
Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked.
The long snapper's going to have to shoulder this one. I mean, this one falls flat on his plate. He put his punter in a really bad spot, and he wasn't able to bail him out, and disaster strikes.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. To the air again goes Dart. He's going to look downfield once again. And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Two-thirds of the season has come and gone. I'm Scott Hansen, and your weekly recap for week number 12 is up now. We start with a good matchup in the NFC. And this is Jackson Dart. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Giants tough it out to get the win in a game that could serve as a preview of the NFC title game. next, another intriguing matchup. And it's the Rams quarterback. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. The Rams up their mark to 7-4 with this win. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's Rashid Shaheed. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Ravens run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He's got Thomas on the slant. Galloping inside the 40. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants earn the chance to tie before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than it's designed, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand...
Throwing on first down, Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kicked out by Quinyon Mitchell. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it at the 30! And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw it. And he's got it. Has a layout for it, but touchdown. The Giants break the tie and go up by 6. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Separation Sunday. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 13. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Washington Commanders. And this is Brian Thomas Jr. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Puka Nacua. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The Rams win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's DeAndre Swift. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Bengals come away with the victory, this one in front of their home crowd. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I think you chalk this one up like to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Slot man in motion right. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket.
Beyond the realm of superstardom, there is a hidden tier for only the elite defensive lineman. Game Wrecker, a player so talented, they alone can disrupt an offense every down.
Who's ready for some December football? Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 14. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start at SoFi Stadium. The Rams at home to take on the New York Giants. And here it's the Giants defense making a statement. They force the fumble, ball's loose, and then the presence of mind to scoop it up, and he wants to score. He will. Touchdown. The Giants just will not lose. The perfect season is still alive. They get another win. From there, we check out another big late season game. Playoff implications here. And this is Drake May on target to his man Stephon Diggs. 20 yards on the touchdown pass. The Patriots run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Cowboys. And it's Trevor Lawrence. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Jags continue their winning ways. They move to 9-4 with the victory here. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
The temperatures are dropping, but the intrigue is heating up. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 15. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in the Lone Star State. The Texans at home to take on the New York Giants. And it's the veteran, and he's still got it, Joe Mixon. He'll follow his blockers. Good idea there. It pays off. 14-yard touchdown. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's Jordan Whittington. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 58 yards for the score. The Rams get the W by 2 touchdowns. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Cam Ward. Part of a big game for him, 3 total touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 passing. The Titans get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Throwing now is Daniels. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Calling a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down, 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
The finish line is in sight. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 16. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Landover. The Commanders at home to take on the New York Giants. And here, it's the Giants' defense making a statement. They only had 1 takeaway on the afternoon, but it was an important one. The Giants just keep on winning. They pick up their 14th victory on the year. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Bryce Young. He's going to do it himself, takes it into the end zone, 11-yard touchdown. The Panthers got the win in this one by 9. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos hosting the LA Rams. And it's the Rams quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Rams find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. So that'll do it for us as we look forward to what should be a fantastic final 2 weeks of the regular season. I'm Scott Hanson. Happy
about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to the scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
To throw is Murray. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Giants on.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 17. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the New York Giants. And it's Jackson Dart, one of his 2 rushing touchdowns on the afternoon. The Giants go on to take it. They win by 13. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars at home to take on Washington. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the lefty, Michael Penix. He's going to find a man. It's an 11-yard touchdown pass. The Falcons win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. So that'll do it. 1 week remains in the regular season. Can't wait till next weekend. Until then, Scott Hanson saying good night.
Giants, first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Sends this to the end zone. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a second quarter lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's complete.
Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Jaguars prove they're a force to be reckoned with. The number 5 seed advances with a road win. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Kenneth Walker. He'll find an opening and take it in. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Bills get it done in dominant fashion. They cruise into the divisional round next weekend. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hanson. Good night from all of us at EA. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Carolina Panthers. And here it's the Giants defense making a statement. The ball's out, it's scooped up, and they're gonna return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Giants use that bye week to their advantage. They'll get another home game next week in their quest for the Super Bowl. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Jaguars are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's Lamar Jackson. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Ravens are moving on. They are now one win away from the Super Bowl. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. He was unstoppable in this one. 2 touchdown passes, including this one. He also had 2 rushing touchdowns. The Jaguars do it again. In an unlikely path to the Super Bowl, they found their way as champions of the AFC.
The top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some individual hardware is pretty nice to end a season with too. Today, one of their players has a reason to celebrate.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion, Jacksonville Jaguars. And the champion rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's hard. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just... We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
The ball comes out. One of the Giants has it. Inside the 40. And play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here, you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And
Third down.
Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
he's certainly making a strong case to be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Week. I mean, a touchdown earlier, now a sack.
As he's down to a knee. And the Giants have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day. Many felt this was the best team all year. And Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long. But to put all three phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to present the Lombardi Trophy to the New York Giants. They are your Super Bowl 61 champions.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here it's the Giants defense making a statement. They knock the football out, force the fumble, scoop it, and they're taking it back the other way. What a game-changing play. Touchdown. The Giants get it done. Congratulations to them. They are your Super Bowl champions.